What's up, everyone? It's Wacko. Welcome you to Playoffs Week 2 semifinals of SDS Season 9. This week we have two games to watch because we are in semifinals. Um, this week we are seeing me against Sacred Ash and Jaden against P. McGee. So, last season, finals ended up being me versus P. McGee. So, I'm just hoping that there's a different outcome than the same thing as last time. I've made it to finals the last I think just 2 seasons because I didn't play season 6. Um, so yeah, since my return, I have made it to playoffs every time. Or I've made it to finals every time. So let's see if it's different this time. This week we're up against Sacred Ash, who in the past has typically kicked my ass, and usually he gets like really lucky. With like crits. Or I think like the first time I played him, I remember specifically he like ice punch froze me with a fighting type. So yeah, that was very fun. I'm just hoping to play fast enough where he doesn't get the chance to start critting me, because I know the way Sacred Ash plays is he plays like very balanced. As you can see, he has a lot of fat mons here, as well as like some decent offense and some pivots. So my idea here is to just play as fast as possible. He brought Coco, Slowking, Medicham, which he's never brought before, and actually he called Medicham shit like last week. So I was like, oh, there's no way he brings Medicham because he thinks it's shit. But he brought it. There's also Iron Valiant, Dragonite, and Kecleon. Kecleon, I believe, was for Inteleon and Zor Kasui, but I didn't bring either of them, so he the Kecleon is a little bit pointless in this game. But yeah, on my side I have Landorus, Kingambit, Terrasakataka, Gallade, Florg, and Rotom-Mow. So completely different teams than I think what either of us brought last time. Last time he didn't have Medicham, Dragonite, or Kecleon, I don't think. I think he brought, like, Iron Treads. I don't remember. I actually don't remember what he brought. Mega Beedrill, maybe, which he dropped all those, so. Yeah, and then for me, I don't think I brought Kingambit. I also didn't bring Gallade or Rotom-Mow, I don't think. So, completely different teams for a rematch, which, like, barely changed. He made some transactions, but still. Starting things off, because I'm going to quit yapping. I'm going to lead my Sakataka into his Tapu Koko, and he's going to hard stop into Medicham, but I was like, okay. I'm going to click Toxic into the Medicham. His Medicham is actually really interesting. He's actually minimum speed with 0 EVs, like, I think Brave Nature or something. Or, Relaxed or something. Whatever, I think defense minus speed maybe, or attack minus speed. I don't remember. It's like one of those two natures, because he's actually a gyro ball switching for Sakataka. I'm gonna go into Gallade as he gets up Reflect, which is insane because now he's like extra tanky. And I'm just gonna stay with Gallade. I'm gonna go for the Psycho Cut, and he's gonna roost up. I'm just trying to stall his Reflect turns or like go for the crit, because I'm pretty sure if I get a crit here, like I just kill the Tapu Koko. And like I believe Psycho Cut has a crit chance, right? Am I stupid? I don't know. I might be stupid. I'm gonna eat the Dazzling Gleam with my Roselli Berry. I'm just gonna Psycho Cut again, and then he's gonna go for a D-Gleam and kill me. Activate my Roselli Berry and I die. I could have maybe went Florg here, but I don't know, I just didn't feel like switching out with Gallade. I'm going to bring in Lando now, as he goes into Kecleon on the Rock Slide, which does about half. And I'm going to U-turn, which is about 56%. I get a crit, which kind of sucks for him, but Kecleon's purpose was to kind of take mons that I just didn't even bring, and like this thing was not walling Landorus. So yeah. I'm going to Moonblast and KO him. And now he's going to bring back in Tapu Koko. He can go for a Roost pretty freely as I go for the Moonblast. Just in case he like went for a Thunderbolt to like try to do damage, I just clicked Moonblast. And, like he has to roost up again. Oh, I clicked Wish, and then I passed into Lando. Yeah, that makes sense because I wanted to switch in on the Dazzling Gleam and then heal back up from that. So my wish is gonna come true. He's gonna go into Slowking now, which actually takes 50% from my Earth Power, which I think was a higher roll. I'm now gonna crunch him, which activates his Colbur. Takes about 40%, and he actually slacks off here. I'm assuming maybe he thought I'd only have like U-turn or like Earth Power. I'm pretty sure a U-turn would have killed at that range, but yeah. So he's gonna slack off, and I'm like, okay. He just kind of clicked slack for no reason. He said at the end of the game that he thought Reflect was up still. In his calcs, he had Reflect up, so he's like, oh, I can take the hit, slack off, and then just, like, kind of scare off Lando at some point. But yeah, now I'm going to crunch and just kill him. I swear, you guys have never seen crunch Landers before. But it deals with Slowking pretty well, and Slowking is, like, typically a Lando counter with, like, Assault Vest or, like, specially defensive Colbur. He's going to bring in Dragonite. I'm just going to U-turn, even though it makes my Life Orb weaker. Or I get weakened down by Life Orb a little bit. I just need that chip for that multi-skill. And now I switch in a Stack Attack on the Ice Spinner. And he clicks Hydro Pump. And I click Gyro Ball, which doesn't kill him. I'm going to go into Rotom-Mow now, because Rotom-Mow's purpose, I believe, is only for Dragonite. So at that point, I'm just going to Volt Switch out. If he wanted to Roost up, I would have Wisped. And then probably went back into, like, Florg. I'm going to go into Stack Attack now. I am very specially defensive, and I think there was a chance I could have lived that Moonblast. I'm not exactly sure. He has Cork Drive speed, so I thought maybe I'd live a Moonblast there, but I guess he kills me, which is fine. He's going to go back into Coco, and at this point, like, he does not have a Moonblast switch in, and, like, Coco can't just, like, you know, keep spamming Roost over and over. He's going to Nature's Madness, then he's going to go to Medicham on my Iron Head, and I'm going to click Iron Head again, which doesn't kill him. He's going to recover. He really should have Drain Punched there, and to be honest, I probably should have clicked Knockoff. But I'm going to make that play this time and just click Knockoff. Really not sure why he didn't go for the KO on this. But to be fair, I also didn't go for the KO. I clicked Iron Head, but Knockoff was like super free. But no, and I was going to go into Valiant as I can switch into Rotom-Mow. I decided to keep King Gambit around because I believe I can live a hit and click Iron Head on Coco for like massive damage. I actually don't know if I lived the Thunderbolt, but regardless, yeah, I'm stacking Rotom-Mow here. He activates my Citrus Berry, then he clicks Moonblast and kills me. And I can just go into Florg and click Moonblast. For some reason, he sacks Coco. I don't really know why he sacked Coco, but to be fair, at this point, like, I just sack King Gambit or Florg because I know his whole set, like, he's not set up or anything, and I can just bring in Lando and click Earth Power because he's not going to be able to kill me with D-Gleam even if he crits. But yeah, now he's going to go into Valiant, and Florg is going to get the last KO after he Psyshocks, which really doesn't do that much, but I was kind of physically defensive for, like, physical Valiant if it had, like, P-Jab, which I thought maybe he'd bring, but versus, like, Stack Attack Terra and Florg, like, it is really tough to break through them, I believe, in prep. So it makes a lot of sense. And yeah, that'll be GG's to Sacred Ash. A lot closer of a game this time than last time. So, yeah, he put up a good fight, and this Medicham was really cool. But this Medicham might actually be, like, Heat of the Week, but we'll see. I did not watch Jaden versus P. McGee yet, so I'm going into this completely blind. But, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I really brought anything Heat. I just kind of brought what I needed to bring to, like, win. Because in playoffs, like, I don't really care. I just want to win. So, yeah, next is going to be Jaden versus P. McGee. We're going to see the Iron Jugulis, which is, I think, the kill leader right now, because Stack Attack has not gotten kills the last few weeks, so, yeah, Stack Attack's playoff run is a little shafted, but it's fine. We're also going to see Cloyster, Dracovish, Sneasler, Terra Flygon, and Celesteela. I believe the Flygon is Terra Fire. And on P. McGee's side, we're going to see Mega Garchomp, Ogerpon, Herflame, Greninja, Mandibuzz, Goldango, and the Dunsparce, which I personally was kind of surprised to see the Dunsparce, because he hasn't really used it this season, but did have a good matchup into Jaden, because I helped Jaden prep like a little bit. Not really that much because I had shit to do, but yeah. Anyways, the Terra and Flygon should be fire, and the Dunsparce is water. I actually thought the Dunsparce would be ghost in this game, but I guess water makes sense for Dracovish. I guess it's his Dracovish switch in. He's going to lead with Sneasler into the Dunsparce. We're going to Terra Water in the U-turn. We're going to Poison Touch. Yep, we're going to Poison Touch. Cool, Jaden. I think this was Scarf Sneasler, if I had to remember correctly. He's going to Glare the Celesteela, which kind of sucks for Jaden. Yeah, Jaden had no Glare immunity. But yeah, he's going to Air Slash the Ogerpon, which actually did pretty well. He's going to Cudgel the Flygon, which didn't really do that much. I think it's a very defensive Flygon. We're going to see U-turn back into the Dunsparce on the Earthquake, which really did not take that much damage. And then we're going to see the U-turn. No Rattled on the Dunsparce. I guess maybe your Serene Grace. Runaway is not really an ability. But I guess depending on its set. I don't know. I barely ever ran Serene Grace to Dunsparce. I feel like with Glare, you could just run Rattled, but whatever. He's going to Roost up, so we do know he has Glare or Roost. And you can just kind of Roost spam. Giga Drain's not going to heal back that much, but he is kind of forced to Roost a lot with the Dunsparce. Yeah, we're going to see a Roost again, and then we're going to see another U-turn. Eat the Helmet Chip and then heal back about 7% from U-turn there. Oh, we got Hyper Drill. Okay, Hyper Drill, it breaks through Protect, I believe. But why are you Serene Grace and not Rattled? That's what confused me. We're going to see the Air Slash and the Goldango. As Thunderbolt really doesn't do that much. Celesteela is like heavy Assault Vest. So, yeah, we're going to see Recover. And we're going to keep clicking Earthquake, but at some point I think Jaden should switch out. Yeah, Recover is not going to heal back Gold enough to really beat that, and Fish's Wren is going to be able to kind of just kill the Dunsparce here. Even with Helmet. Yeah. You really should have just sacked something there instead of sacking the Dunsparce. I don't really know why P. McGee did that. Maybe he forgot the poison damage, what that was doing to him. But yeah, so unfortunate for him. He's gonna go into Garchomp, which forces out Jaden actually, as we see a Swords Dance. But I believe we're gonna Mega Evolve, we're gonna Earthquake. To be honest, I thought maybe you'd Scale Shot there, because like Focus Sash Cloyster is so prominent usually. See, Ice Ghost Spear is gonna knock out Garchomp. Oh, never mind. Yeah, so actually Jaden told me he completely forgot to change Cloyster's ability to Skill Link. So this was a Shell Armor. At least he couldn't get crit, right? Yeah, so we're gonna see a Scale Shot, and then yeah, Jaden's kind of fucked right now, but Close Combat's gonna knock out Garchomp because we are Scarf Sneasler. And yeah, then we're gonna go into Celesteela on the Thunderbolt, which is a little risky. Do we get paired? We don't get paired. He Heavy Slams, actually. Why did we Heavy Slam? And he gets parried. To be fair, though, the Celesteela kind of dodged Para like 30 times. We see Fish's Wren. Just knocks out Goldango. Then we're going to see Mandibuzz come in. We're going to see Flygon swap on the Brave Bird. And we're going to see Toxic from Flygon. I think at this point, Jaden's just setting up Dracovish to win. So yeah, we should. I think Jaden is just winning, like outright here. We just have to see pivot into Dracovish at some point. Yeah, we're gonna see U-turn. Yeah, we can just go. Oh, we got Sneasler. We're gonna U-turn again in the Jug. Maybe this Mandibuzz isn't weakened down enough. We're just spamming U-turn. Why are we going Dracovish now? Interesting. Or see Fish's Wren. Doesn't knock out Gren, but I don't think Gren can knock out Fish. Yeah, just barely can't knock out Fish. We see Mandibuzz come in. Vicious Ren doesn't KO Mandibuzz, and Mandibuzz is going to be able to get the kill on Vish, but it is going to succumb to the Toxic from Flygon, and we're going to see Jaden win, actually. Really interesting. Yeah, so GG's to PMG and Jaden. We're going to see me versus Jaden in finals, so that's the matchup. I do believe I have on my prep doc. If I can change the scene, maybe. Alright, so this is what we're looking at. It's going to be Lando, Roaring Moon, King Gambit, Zora, Kasui, Terrastaka, Terra Inteleon, Belade, Flork, Rotom-Mow, Quillfish, and Lurantis versus Celesteela, Mega Venusaur, Iron Crown, Cloyster, Raichu, Sneasler, Flygon, Iron Jugus, Pincurchin, Dracovish, and Knucklestack. Might have to change the order in case I forget. There's a fucking Dracovish on this team. I too do not really have a Dracovish switch in, so keep that in mind, Jaden. Keep that in mind. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting matchup. He also has like that double. He has like that double Psychic versus my double Dark, which I guess isn't probably gonna matter because one of those Psychics is Raichu. And I typically am not good at beating Raichu, so yeah, we'll see how this goes. This could go pretty poorly for either of us, but I think it's gonna be a good game. It might be a pretty long game too, because he's a really fat like core at the top with Celesteela and Mega Venusaur, and I'm gonna have to figure out how to break that. And on his end, I think maybe he should be scared of like Moon sweeping with like Acro Knock, something like that. But he should already know that, and yeah. I will see you in finals, Jaden. And thanks for everyone that watched. Let me just make sure that I didn't see like anything cool here really quick. Yeah, not really. Not really, because in like in a finals game or like in semifinals, you really can't just bring like cheesy sets, because especially at this point, like everyone that's made it this far are good coaches and they're gonna be able to kind of work around like cheese. So yeah, I'm not gonna expect any heat, especially for finals, but yeah, this Medicham definitely got heat of the week. So congrats on Sacred Ash for the first time like actually getting points for this competition. At this point, it's not gonna matter. I don't think anyone can win unless I'm like, I think unless I am like going all out in finals and trying to win, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I will see you guys for finals.